Alright, yeah, and welcome back to some more Slay the Spire. We are on the second floor, and we're running a pretty reasonable block deck at the moment. We're trying to work around Caltrops as our main damage dealer. So whenever we're attacked, we deal damage to the attacker. So essentially all we want to do is block for the most part. Get our Caltrops online, block, and then have Infinite Blades as a nice little shiv occasionally as well. So, let's have a look at this floor. I want to try and tackle as many elites as possible, as I usually do. I believe we had to avoid some last time because it was a little bit too dicey. But we should be able to make it here, I think. So, I'd like, if at all possible, and it doesn't look like it's possible, to have a break between our elites. We've got one here, so we could have that path and we have a break before it, which is a little bit, dicey, as I mentioned. We've got this one here, fight this one here, so we don't even get much of a break. But then we've got mostly smooth sailing up to a rest there. Do we have any elites up this way? No. Okay, so these ones are the ones we're seeing. So if we want to fight two elites on this floor, we have to do it without resting. So, if we're taking that into consideration, I guess what I'd like to do is have the least amount of fights between them. So it's probably this road here. We also get to drop off at a merchant along the way. So let's go. Let's start off this path here. Barricade, eh? That's a card I wish I had. Alright, so this guy essentially, he blocks and negates, and his block doesn't go away at the end of his turn. So he's pretty good at defending, but so are we. Let's just get in a die before he manages to defend or attack us. Getting in our attacks when we can. We get a bit of doubt, unfortunately. Okay, well, there's our Caltrops. We can get a Terror on this guy, and we probably should. However, he's got the artifact. Almost fell into the trap. And we can block all of his damage, so let's do Caltrops. Let's Survivor, because what we can do is we can whittle down that artifact if we want by using our neutralizers, wherever they might be. There, 0, and apply 1 weak and it gets rid of it once at a time. Right, let's should we see if we can try get into it? Let's try a backflip. Dark Shackles. Yeah. Let's just block. Wraith Form would have been nice, but can't quite get there. He's going to apply Effect to us, which applies Frail, which gives us 25% less block, which with our current addition to block, it's not going to be too bad. Right, Caltrops, we now deal 10 to him every single time he hits us. It's going to be defend, defend, taking 10, unfortunately. But he's taking 20. And potentially has him set up to die in the next 2 turns. We just need to block as much of it as we can. We can't block it all. So it's just defend for 5. Do we want to strike? Yeah, let's strike. We could do Infinite Blades, which gives us the shivs, but honestly, I think we're just going to Thorns into death. If this does go any particular way. Right. Block. Block. Draw 2. Still can't get that Terror, but get a defense. 17, we take 3. He takes 20, so we get into his life total. So we just need to line up those lovely attacks, which we don't get, unfortunately. Might as well give him 9 strength loss for the turn, so we take nothing. Wraith Form, should have done that earlier probably. Yeah, well. And we get 6 blocks, so we take nothing, he takes 10, he dies. Oh, he blocks first. Aha. I see. Right, can we kill you? 6, 12. Not quite. Well, if we block 10 damage, then the other hit doesn't go through. So we take nothing. And he dies. Because it's always the hit, then he takes damage, hit, then he takes damage, so he doesn't get his full attack in after he would die. Okay, Crippling Poison. Apply 3 poison, 3 weak. It's okay. Deal 9 damage, draw and discard. deal 12 damage, draw a card. I'm not blown away by any of these, to be honest. It's always nice to have the looter, because with Wraith form, casting more spells is usually better. I did forget that our rests are like super effective as well, so that's going to be okay for us. Nah, I'm going to skip these. Question mark time. Let's have a look. It is a battle. It's against 2 thieves. And we make them vulnerable. We have 4 extra energy. So we can do a lot of damage here. We definitely want to do a die, die, die. I'd like to set up the caltrops, and also Dark Scheme's one of them, so we don't take any damage. Okay, well that's pretty much set our turn out for us, hasn't it, really? Let's do caltrops. He's vulnerable already. We're not going to be able to increase that, so let's die, die, die. 19 damage to each of them. We need to block 20. However, if I go like that, we only need to block 11. And we can, if we get a neutralize, we take no damage. And unfortunately we don't. Okay. Block like that. We hit them for 5 each. And let's see if we can get them finished off. Another 20 coming through. Well, we've got the caltrops, so we can do 10 damage to them. We're not really doing much else. So caltrops, applying vulnerable. Is that worth it? Let's see what we're taking here. Taking 7. We take even more if I don't block. I think we just preserve our life total. We don't gain that much between rounds. We only gain 2 HP, so... Okay. And they're both going to get ready to leave, so we want to finish them off now if we can. As best we can. You're down. We need to find 8 damage plus whatever he blocks through the weakened. That's going to be the worst bit. 19 points. Oh, we're not going to be able to do it. Simply cannot do it. We just got no attacks, unfortunately. So he's going to be able to steal a little bit of our money. Wraith form, and we can neutralize, but that's literally it. That's all the damage we can deal. He leaves, he takes whatever gold he stole from us. Away with him. Goodbye. That sucks. Well, we get 40 gold. Probably lost just as much. Skewer's awesome, but we don't have big mana plays, unfortunately. If we had something like Ice Cream, which means that we can save energy between rounds, then this would be awesome, but we don't. Is Piercing Wail worth it? It's like a block. It's just not a block. Losing 6 strength for 1 turn, and then it exhausts. So it's not really thinning our deck to use it, to take it all that much. Or thickening up our deck, should I say. I'm just not convinced. I feel like we need to make sure that we get our caltrops in time and then just block for the rest of the thing, and honestly I just want good block cards. I think that's just fine by me. Might regret that, we'll see. Okay, so we can go battle, question mark, rest. Or we can go question mark, battle, rest. This has got the best opportunity to give us like gold for the shop. We want about 300 before we get there. It's the nice spot we want to find ourselves in. And yeah, sure, let's do a battle question mark. They're always more fun. Malleable. On taking attack damage, gain 3 block. Block gain increases as Malleable is triggered, resets to 3 at the start of your turn. He's going to apply a negative effect to us. So we are going to Wraith form die, die, die before he can block it. And then neutralize you. Gain a bit of block, not that it matters. Enfeebling Spores, going to make our blocks and our attacks weaker. Taking 21. Alright, well. Our blocks are absolute garbage. Well, we can Dark Shackles him, so we're taking nothing. But he is attacking us 3 times, and we can still take advantage of that. He might be attacking us for nothing, but he's still hitting us 3 times. Oh, we had to get a doubt, didn't we? Ridiculous. Alright. So now he hits us for nothing 3 times and takes 15. That's a pretty good turn. And now he's not attacking us, so this is our time to do some setup. Footwork for dexterity, terror for vulnerability, strike for extra damage. And I do believe he is going to mess with our... yeah, he's going to add even more weakened. Which doesn't stack in the traditional sense. Ugh. Let's see. 6 damage. Takes him to 17. Which almost kills him on the Caltrops. It's just Caltrops defend really, isn't it? Oh yeah, we've got a Wraith Form as well, so he hits us twice, we take 4 and then he dies. Not too bad. Really, I'm a little bit worried about our life total. We've got an elixir, we've not really found much for them. Leg sweep is awesome, and it is upgraded as well. Apply 3 weak, which reduces their damage, and we gain a super amount of block. Awesome card. Question mark time. Give me... I don't know, life total up is okay. Ooh, remove all strikes. Reduce our max HP. But we get bites that heal when we use them. So we get 5 healing strikes. Or you take Blood Vial, and we get the strikes. That's much better, actually. So, vampires. Navigating an unlit street, you come across several hooded figures in the midst of some dark ritual. As you approach, they turn to you in eerie unison. The tallest among them bears fangs, teeth, and extends a long, pale hand towards you. Join us, sister, and feel the warmth of the Spire. So we can lose the ability to gain 2 HP at the beginning of combat for the ability to gain 2 HP whenever we attack using a strike. I think there's just no contest, right? I've never actually got these bites before, so this is going to be quite fun. The pale figures gasp as you take out the blood vial. The Master's blood! The Master's blood! The Master's blood! They all chant fervently as the tall one bows before you. Drink from his blood and become one within him. With him. The chant growing louder as you consume the contents of the vial. Your vision immediately warps and fades to darkness. You awake sometime later, alone, and intense hunger passes through your belly. You must feed. Awesome. So we got the ability to heal up our health, which is actually probably going to be really good against elites, who take a long time to kill. The Mausoleum. Venturing through a series of tombs, you are faced with a large sarcophagus studded with gems in the center of a circular room. You cannot make out the writing on the coffin, however you do notice black fog seeping out from the sides. So we can open the coffin and we gain a relic, but we gain Writhe, which starts in our opening hand. Wasn't what I was looking for. Our opportunity to get rid of it is here. But we also kind of wanted to get rid of Doubt as well. I suppose... I feel like we can take this. This relic probably pays off. We only have to last through the elite. And this card, this curse is only really bad because it starts in your opening hand. I'm going to take it. Ooh, nice. So we get Warpaint. Upon pickup, it upgrades 2 random skills. So it upgraded a Defend, and it made Terror completely free to use, which is awesome, and upgrades our blocks. That's not too bad. You push open the coffin, the fog dissipates harmlessly. Inside you find the mortal remains of a decorated soldier, grasping an old relic. You pilfer it and move on. You had war paint. Ooh. Alright, let's rest. So we go up to 52. I think we can fight a boss on 52, knowing that most of our attacks heal us. If I went for a bite, what would happen? Ooh, 8 damage and 3 HP. Interesting. What I kind of want is... Let's see. I don't know what I want. Footwork might be quite good. Oh yeah, there's been an update since the previous episode, so colourless cards can now be upgraded, which is a thing. They just added that in, and a lot of things have been changed around. I don't think any of the cards that have been changed are the ones in my deck currently, so there is that. I was going to say, don't we have leg sweep, but it's already upgraded, isn't it? I kind of like Bite Plus, although they are still just strikes as far as I'm concerned. 5 damage to an enemy with Wraith Form. I mean, the payoff, the cost of using this in the early game is improved, knowing that 5 damage is dealt. I also like footwork, though, for the 3 decks, making our blocks so much better. This is like a strict upgrade to all of our blocks, if we take this. So I think I'm going to go with it. I think it'll be Wraith Form after that, though, unless we get something better. It's elite time. Oh god, these are run enders. Okay, so these guys hit like a ton of bricks, almost constantly, so here's hoping these bites are going to pay off for us here. So let's go footwork. We also have 5 energy, so we can do a hell of a lot this turn. Leg sweep. We want to apply a weak to one of the highest damage dealers, so this dude over here. Reduce that. Let's see. Might keep Dark Shackles for when the hit is really going to hurt. Because we can neutralize you. And we're taking 7. Block for 1. Bite. That seems pretty good. Right, who do we hit? Probably hit one of you guys, I guess. Focus on the little ones. Okay. We don't take any damage, but we don't deal any either. He applies wounds to our deck. Okay. Still not seeing any of our special skills. The game is trying to get us killed here. We do have a die though, which could mean that we can get rid of the first guy off the front. Take him to 9. And we could double bite. And then we only take 7. Yeah, I think that's worth it. We are healing as well, so we're absorbing a little bit of the damage. Oh yeah, we gain 6 block. I will always forget about that. Nothing will ever change. Entangle. Oh no, we're only able to play skills? Oh boy. Or non-attack cards. So we get Caltrops. We're going to apply vulnerable to the big dude. We will eventually need that. We can't attack, so we'll just block. And hit them for 5 when they hit us. Wound in our deck, hit you for 5. Straight up, just hit you for 5. Okay. This guy at the back's really not hurting us all that much. He just entangles. I think that's his big thing. So, can we afford Caltrops? Caltrops block. 16. I think we can. Sure. Apply weak all you want. We're dealing 10 when we block. Alright, this isn't going to take too much, I don't think. Wow. Big hit. Wow. Unfair. There's a bite. So we can block 24. Yeah, no, so 29. I guess we just block as much as possible. It's still attacking, as far as our deck's concerned. It's just we're drawing wounds after wounds after wounds, which is this dude's problem. Leg sweep, very nice. Okay, so neutralize you, make you weak. Taking a little less damage now. We can not kill you, but when you attack you die, so let's leg sweep and bite. Pass the turn. You die on the attack. You die on the attack. Ooh, strawberry. Raise your max HP by 7. Suppose that's alright. You also gain 7 as well. Alright, deflect, a free block. A free bad block, but still a block all the same. Works well with Wraith form. All out attack, deal 10 damage to all enemies, draw 1 less card, not fussed about that. Acrobatics, draw 3 and discard. I think I'll take deflect. See if we can get an opportunity to upgrade it at some point. And it's shopkeeper time. Here we go. Oh, blur. Blur and footwork. They are pretty sweet. We do also have bronze scales, which is caltrops in a trinket. So we constantly have this. That'd be awesome. Start each combat with 3 shivs in hand. Shivs are 0 cost attack cards. Enemies with weak deal 50% less rather than 25% less. We do a lot of weak in our deck. This is a tough one. We've even got a second die. Oh my god. What do we do here? The choices. I feel like bronze scales is so good. We did want to get rid of our doubt card, didn't we? Costs us 100, so let's hypothetically say that we have 193. What do we buy? Blur is awesome. Gain 5 block. Block is not removed at the start of your next turn. So any block that carries over is great, and it is just a block in its own right as well. And then the footwork as well is awesome. Right, let's remove... How bad is doubt though? It's really not that bad. It's the occasional end your turn and gain 1 week, and we don't really attack, so... I'm taking blur. It's whether or not I take you as well. I don't think we can afford bronze scales and die. Maybe it's die and footwork. Let's do it. It's kind of cards that synergize with our deck. They are our deck, effectively. Downside is that I've just added some... Ooh, when you've no cards in your hand during your turn, draw a card. It's a really good storm card is this. I've had a deck where I've built around this, and you can play like 17 cards in a single turn, especially if a lot of your cards end up being free. It's pretty sweet. Alright, question mark time. Addicted. As you attempt to sneak past a group of shrouded figures, a naked red-skinned man approaches you. Got any jacks, friend? I got the shakes bad. Please, maybe some coin? He seems delusional, but harmless. Well, we don't have the coin or the jacks, so we're going to have to ignore the addict. The addict throws a loud tantrum, screaming and cursing at you. You escape before drawing unwanted attention. Alright, well, we take on the next elite. Oh, it's the Book of Stabbing. As long as he doesn't deal damage to us, Book of Stabbing is completely harmless. Something to bear in mind. He also adds wounds to our deck, and we've got 2 elixirs we haven't been using, so all of these things are fine. Let's go caltrops, start enabling that. I think he hits multiple times on a lot of his attacks as well. We want to die. Make good use of the vulnerable there. Do we want a backflip first? Let's do a backflip first. We get a neutralize, he deals less. And then we'll die, die, die. We can easily block everything here. He's dealing 8, so I could go 9 there and then bite and gain some life. And then he takes 10. I suspect this is going to be a walk in the park. I could be wrong though. Not going to get ahead of myself. So, Terror, apply Vulnerable to him. We have no blocks, so I think this is a Dark Shackles turn. Now he deals nothing, and I think this is a perfect time to set up Wraith Form. And he takes 15. 21 coming at us. He is a big hitter. Not gonna lie. So it's Footwork, which ups these. Could Caltrop so that he takes 10. Or do I want to block 16 of that 21? Damage or damage reduction? Let me look at the map. We've got to rest right after this, so we can take a bit of damage. We also have bites in our deck, so let's just not forget that a lot of our damage is done without weak being a thing. And we can gain so much back. He's going to add wounds to our deck, so let's go. This one's a tough one, actually. I kind of want to bite him. At the same time, I kind of want to leg sweep and blur. So I think I will. Extra block so we can do an extra attack next turn. What do we draw? The Footwork and the Infinite Blades. And a bite. Yeah, let's blur. We also deal 3 from Wraith Form, so it's fine by me. 10 damage every time he hits us. It's down to 47. He's killing himself effectively, which is great. Ooh, triple bite. What are these dealing? 10. He's got 30 damage in our hand. We got no block other than the 10 that we've got here. So if I took him down to 17, he hits us twice. Yeah, he doesn't deal any damage, so this is easy. Triple bite, gain loads of life. Every time he hits us, he takes 10. He can hit us twice for 8. We've got 10 block, so easy decision there. A Whetstone. Upon upgrade, 2 random attacks. Here we go for the other die, die, die. Ooh, the bite pluses. That's still good. Adrenaline. Gain energy, draw 2 cards. Endless Agony for free. And it's plussed. Dodge and roll's okay, but at this stage I don't think it's that powerful. Adrenaline, though. And Adrenaline is free energy, so we can do extra stuff in our turn. Maybe a turn where Wraith Form shows up. We can Wraith Form block. Endless Agony, though, is free attacks when we are blocking. This is the thing. But I suppose if we flood our deck with Endless Agonies, we're going to draw blocks less, which is not what we want, so I think it's Adrenaline. Okay, I think we can afford to upgrade a card here. So we're going to be at full health for the boss. Easy. Not a chance that ain't going to happen. Wraith Form? Or Footwork? Or even Blur. What does Blur do? Just turns it into a better block. Okay. Adrenaline gains 2 energy. That could be quite good. Or Wraith Form. I think Wraith Form closes out boss fights quicker. Let's do that. It needs to be more powerful for the cost that we've given it. Ooh, it's a shop. Card removal service is a thing. Madness now costs 1. They used to be incredibly overpowered. We can get a Prepared and a Noxious Fumes. Good for bosses, but very slow. Ah, we missed out on Ice Cream. Damn. And the Kunai is, it's not really our build, to be honest, but it is a solid card, and it gains us dex. So it has its uses. Is this the time to get rid of doubt? I think this is the time to get rid of doubt. Goodbye. Okay, that'll do. See you later. Let's have a fight. Alright. This is like bottom of the second floor kind of enemy. Not fussed about you at all. We got 6 energy, so let's spend 3 on Wraith Form. 1 on Caltrops. We need to defend 8 points, so we can do that in 1 attack. So let's do that. I mean, we could always Dark Shackles, but I think there's probably going to be a better opportunity later down the line. So block all of that there and then bite you. Gain some life. It's possible this particular battle goes on long enough for us to just get to 8 life, full life. But as soon as we drop at a campfire, we gain life from our Eternal Feather that we picked up from the boss last time. Alright, let's go. Footwork. It's 10 block. Oh, he has made us frail. I was about to say, it doesn't seem like the math adds up. Make you vulnerable. Now we don't take anything. Alright. I do believe you are adding strength to both of you, aren't you? Oh, you're healing. Alright, that's fine. This is maybe an attack turn. There's not really much to attack with, though. So, Caltrops. Blur Infinite Blades? Certainly Infinite Blades. Yeah, let's do Blur. It carries over. You block for the healer. Healer applies strength buffs. With our dex buff, it's just countered that out, though. Dex buffs. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can get as much damage in on these guys as possible this turn. But we also have to block, which is the thing. So it's probably defend. We block for 10 each time now, which is insane. So that's all of the damage blocked there. Is that? Pretty much. Means we can bite. Let's do it like that. And then we want to start working you down. You're the buffer after all. You're the one that makes all of this possible. You take 10, you take 10, and you do a weird thing to us. Oh, you make us frail. Okay. Adrenaline. This is a perfect die opportunity, though. Certainly going to take that. Let's do Adrenaline. See what we can get. 2 dies. You just know we've got to do that. We'll apply Terror before we do, though. Terror to you. Because you're going to go out last, most likely. Die. And you got most health to take off with these dies. 2 damage to you, easy enough. You're dead. Bite plus. Bite. That was incredible. And a regen potion if we didn't already need life gain. Bouncing Flask, not our run. Outmaneuver is okay. Prepared plus is okay. Works well with Wraith Form because it is a skill and it allows us to draw and discard lots of stuff. If they put wounds and things like that in our deck, this can be okay. 27 cards before the 3rd floor though, that's real bad. I don't think... We've got, what, 2 card draw spells in here? 1 and 2. I think that's it. So we could add a little less variance to our deck by making sure that we draw what we want for free as well. Sure, let's do it. And we want a smith because we're at full life. Why not? Let's see. Die. No. I think it's probably... For the boss fight, I think I want to pick a card that doesn't exhaust so we can use it over and over again. To good effect. Infinite Blades, maybe. Also blur plus. What do you do? 6 block. Now, you know what? Footwork plus is an overall upgrade to the entire deck, I feel. Alright, it's boss time. Let's see who we're against. Hopefully it's not someone horrible. I don't think you're horrible. I don't think I've ever lost to you, actually. So he's doing something that is unknown, but it is not an attack. So this is our setup turn. Could bite the living crap out of him. Let's get rid of some of that negation there. Are we actually just doing everything in our hand this turn? Looks like it. Yeah. Alright, well, block, blur, bite, bite, survivor, defend. Ah. Good old unceasing top. Minions! Ooh. Minions abandon combat without their leader, so if we kill this guy, these guys leave. These guys are doing a negative effect on me. Well, I'm going to continue to set up. We've got 25 blocks, so I mean, these prepareds and adrenalines are going to go looking for some attacks for us. And those are brilliant attacks. Let's get prepared. Wraith form's nice. So get rid of our block. Don't need it. We want... Do we want Wraith form or do we want die, die, die? What's in our deck? Because if we don't go the Wraith form route, which seems almost silly to not set it up when we've got the opportunity to. What would we draw into? It's nothing too crazy, really. Yeah, let's Wraith form. We'll see if we come to regret that. I'm not sure what these guys are doing. Oh, yeah. They're exiling cards out of my deck. So one of them's taken a die, die, die. The other one's taken my Terra Plus, which is something I would have really loved there. Double footwork. Wonderful. We now block for 11, which is beautiful. We actually already blocked 6 just by not blocking at all, so I'm just going to bite someone. These guys have taken some good cards though, because Terra I would love to apply to the Bronze Automaton, take him out quicker. Die, die, die is an AoE that hits everything. Yeah, let's just bite you, I think. Take the opportunity. No reason to reduce strength of anything, to be honest. Not for avoiding 2 points that we'll get back on a single attack. Strength up. Alright, there's no way to take that off before we leg sweep. So the weak won't affect, unfortunately. But it does already block for 20. 21. So we're already blocking it all. If we do that, which we should. And then enable infinite blades, or do we want to bite? Let's infinite blades. We got time. I think we've pretty much got all of our powers set up now, and once we've set up our powers, they are essentially removed from our deck, so our deck becomes more consistent at the same time. And now we get free shivs. A die, die, die of our own right there. Well, we have no way of making them vulnerable. Can we draw one? No. Okay, so just die, die, die. 16 got a block. We absolutely can. Let's backflip, draw some cards. 11. Let's shiv you, because you do plan on blocking. It's prepared, see what we get. A deflect is nice. I'm going to drop a bite and a defend. We're going to neutralize you. Deflect. Blocking 21, so just bite something. Bite you. We might actually leave this battle on full health. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, but it is a possibility. He is strengthening up every turn though, so he's hitting for 51. Oh my god. Well, this is a Dark Schemes turn. And let's see, if I skill and Wraith Form hits this, we can kill that. So let's skill. Hits that one instead. Gotta block as much as possible. Survivor. Drop the bite. Yes! We get the die back. Which is 13 of the damage. So we can kill you and apply vulnerable. We only need to take 5 of your HP off though. Can't quite do that. Unless we use the die. I think we might as well. Take a big hit, but we'll gain it back on our... bites. So you're dead. We get a Terror, which makes him vulnerable as soon as we decide to use it. Mega hit, 52. Life total is irrelevant as long as it's not 0. He's stunned. Ooh, that big of a turn. Alright, well, let's get to really doing some work on this guy. Make him vulnerable. I think this is just big hit turn, really. Let's do a prepared. Rid of defend. Bite. Gain some armor, not that it matters. I'm gonna save this regen potion. Don't think I need it. Hitting us for 26. We can block 26 almost in a single card. We can also make it not 26 by doing that. Leg sweep you. And let's blur so we can set up attacks for future rounds. The 32 shield, whatever's left, does not drain. So we get 14 block for the next turn. Doesn't matter, he's not attacking. So straight up attack turn. 3 block. And block. Might as well block though, because we do have Wraith Form, so we deal 5 damage whenever we block. 24. Can we block 24? We absolutely can. Okay. Hit you. Prepared you. Wraith Form. Get rid of some bites. Here we go. Deflect. Defend. Defend. Strike. Get some life. Oh, bugger. Did we use all of our energy? I think we might have done. It's fine. I mean, absolutely no doubt whatsoever this is going to go my way, so... Strike. Shiv. Blur. Defend. Down to 17. 2 hits from him kills him. He's at 12 strength though, so we've got a big hit ahead of us. We're at 69 life. Sweet spot as far as I'm concerned. Let's prepared. Blur's okay, I suppose. Do it like that. Let's get Shiv in there. We deal 5 every time we play a card, so let's backflip, hit you for 5, and we got a strike there. GG. That could not have gone better, I don't think. 99 gold, a Swift Potion. So I'm going to get rid of one of these elixirs, didn't end up mattering. Swift Potion allows us to draw 3 cards in a really crucial situation where we don't have what we want. We can use that. And we get another Adrenaline. On your next turn, your attack damage is doubled. We're not our attack deck. Burst. Burst is great. This turn, your next skill is played twice. So those big blocks that we have, we can double them. Is there any other good skills other than big blocks, though? Because I feel like we're already blocking effectively. We can apply 99 vulnerable twice. That's the thing. Dark Shackles twice. Leg sweep twice is okay. Blur. Nah, it's not really one of those things. And we can double up the adrenaline. I feel like we just get the other adrenaline though, to be perfectly honest. Gain energy, draw 2 cards. Plays quite nicely into the Unceasing Top if we can gain enough energy to empty our hand using these adrenalines, because if we upgrade this we get 2 energy. So if the cards that we draw off of this are 2 energy or less, we net energy so we can draw cards, essentially. I like adrenalines, they are awesome. We get a boss item, let's see what we get. Sozu. Gain energy at the start of each turn, you can no longer use potions. It's okay. Gain energy at the start of each turn. When you open a non-boss chest, obtain a curse. Not too bad. We have prepared to discard curses. We have Survivor as well to discard curses. So any curses that matter as far as being in our hand are concerned are not going to be an issue. We can draw through them to make sure that we get our prepared and our survivors. So that's pretty good. Draw 2 additional cards each turn. Start each combat confused. Confused means that when you draw a card, its cost is randomized. Don't like that. I think we're going to go Curse Key. Curse Key is pretty great. Alright guys, I do hope you've enjoyed the run. This has been a pretty disgustingly good block deck so far. We've been getting exactly what we want. And all of our small attack cards are like these dies, and it's just, yeah, we block all of the damage, and then the attacks that we do make are just devastating to our opponents, so really loving the look of this. Going to be upgrading our adrenalines, I think, in the next 2 campfires. Got to be aware that we are going to take curses if we look in chests as well, but we are guaranteed pretty much to do that, because you don't avoid a relic for a curse, I don't think. It's never usually the case. Anyway, guys, like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell icon right next to the subscription button, and that'll give you notifications when we enter the 3rd floor on Slay the Spire. Do hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.